don't want to be wasteful. This is where the pull is. It's like, am I being wasteful by getting rid of it? But the reality is, it's just going to sit under here for another year. I'm not going to use it. I know that. So it's not serving me by staying in my house. And for that reason, I'm getting rid of it. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Good evening, good morning, whatever time of day it is that you are watching this at. For me, it is later in the evening. It's almost 9 p.m. But this particular project I wanted to get done when the kids were asleep, and you'll see why. Well, probably know from the title what we're doing. Will be decluttering under my kitchen sink, and then I'll show you in a couple minutes. You'll know why. It is another one of those projects like my junk drawer was that has just been in the back of my head. You know, space that's easy to forget about and close off, but you still kind of think about it all the time when you think about decluttering and cleaning. So that's what we're going to tackle tonight. But first, I did want to show you a progress update on the two spaces I have decluttered with you guys already, and that is the kitchen junk drawer and the bookshelf out in the sitting room. To kind of give you an update on how those spaces are now working for us, and how they have improved, if they've gone back to being messy. I have not touched either one of them. You are seeing them fresh as how they are right now with just where we are. So I'm going to start here, since we're in the kitchen. I'm going to start here with the junk drawer. So if you remember, it was formerly this drawer. This drawer is now, I did end up choosing to just put our saran wrap, foil, all that kind of stuff. I have my breast milk bags, Ziploc bags, all those kind of things in here. And the reason I went with those instead of a pot or anything, like pots or pans or anything like that, is because those are not things we're likely to just throw other stuff on top of, because we access those every day. So I figured that would help keeping the space clear and more clean and cluttered, and it definitely has. We've not thrown a lot in there. Now the drawer I did end up converting to the junk drawer. At first I thought it was going to be one of these thinner ones, but I just couldn't find a way to make that work. So I did end up choosing this medium one, and I will say it has definitely stayed overall fairly decluttered. It looks a little chaotic because it's not well organized. But as far as, one second, let me turn the camera around. As far as the actual amount of stuff, it is still fairly light. Like that white thing on the bottom, that is the drawer liner. So you can see it pretty much everywhere. You can see the bottom of the drawer with glue, all kinds of fun stuff there. I definitely need to get some organizers in here. But other than that, I am very happy with the progress of this space. On to the bookshelf out here in the sitting room. So for the most part, as you can see, it has stayed relatively clean. We got some places where books have been pulled out and not put back, mainly this shelf here, and then these sunglasses right there. A couple things on top, but for the most part, I'd say it has stayed fairly neat. Another small organizational piece that I know I'm going to be wanting to purchase would be just a basket to hold gloves, hats, scarves, things like that end up just sitting on the bench of our coat rack. I know I'm talking a bit about different organizational pieces in this video, and my sort of subject of this particular decluttering is shopping your house first before purchasing a whole bunch of organizational pieces. Now, I say this as a person who I've done the thing where I have watched the videos on YouTube, seen the Instagram posts, and gone, oh, if I buy those baskets, if I buy that pot, if I buy those glass jars, I am going to totally organize everything in my life. And then they just end up sitting in a bag in the corner of my bedroom because I have no clue where to start. So I've adopted a new way of organizing, or as far as purchasing organizing devices, and that is, as I come across the needs while I'm organizing, decluttering, and cleaning, I will purchase what I need as I come across the need. So that way I'm getting the exact size item I need for the space, the right color, the right aesthetic, and I'm not ending up returning things or ending up with just a pile of stuff that I can't use because it doesn't fit the space. A couple examples of that would be in my pantry. And yes, I have been sorely tempted by seeing other, influencers doing the baskets in the pantry thing. But I could never figure it out. I just ended up thinking, like, in my house, it's just going to end up, the baskets are going to end up filled with other things, and I just can't function that way. But in organizing and reorganizing this pantry we have a beautiful big pantry now. It's not enormous like other people might have, but it's big for us, for what we normally have. And I did end up actually buying a couple baskets a couple weeks ago. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So here on the second shelf, and this pantry is a constant work in progress. It's not perfect by any means. Appliances here, appliances there. I did end up purchasing these two baskets. I got them from Walmart with my grocery order, and I will link them below. They were not very expensive. I think they're like $4 and something cents each. So I wanted to get a basket for the kids' snacks, and the kids do eat a lot of snacks throughout the week. Right now we have some Kind protein bars in here and a few. We're getting a grocery order tomorrow, so we don't have much in here right now, but a few fruit sticks left. Normally we have like crackers and not so much chips. I do try to get the kids healthier snacks, so we normally have a lot of stuff. And I know we're picking up a pretty big order from BJ's tomorrow, so I know we're getting a fair amount in. But this other basket, I just wanted to kind of hold cans and other miscellaneous things, and also maintaining that I just keep enough to fill this space forces me to declutter it if it gets over full. So right now I have one thing of noodles here, and our cornstarch, and then a bunch of just like the canned stuff we keep in the house pretty regularly. And so far, that's what I have so far for the pantry, but once again, it's just one step at a time. The only other big piece of organizational item I have bought so far has been for my freezer. I'm going to turn the camera around for this one. So here in the freezer, this with previous babies has always been an issue, and that is the storage of my breast milk. Oh, bag fell over. And this here is a good example of shopping your house first before you purchase items. So when I got my breast pump, this time around, I've gotten a breast pump with each one of my pregnancies. They get better and better each time, so I always get the newest one that my insurance will cover. They actually included 400 of these Motif breast milk bags. I've never used these before, and I'll be honest, they aren't my favorite. I prefer Medela and Lanzanelle. That's what I've used most of the times in my previous pregnancies. But I figured, I got 400 for free. I'm going to use them. I'm not going to buy the brand I like and let these go to waste. They are perfectly good breast milk bags. But the main issue I was having with them is they don't stand up well like the others had. With Bruce, and I'm sorry if I'm hitting a sore spot with some mamas, I'm a chronic overproducer. With Bruce, the entire top shelf of our freezer was full of milk. Like, it was a ridiculous amount of breast milk. So it's only this for me feels weird. But anyway, I'm super blessed with a high supply, and I'm able to maintain feeding my babies well after I stop. Once my production drops in the later part of the first year, I'm still able to feed them breast milk because of it. Anyway, so this container, it looks different than the others, was one we already had in the house. It was something left over from Bruce's baby shower that I kind of just held on to and never really used it for much of anything. It's wider and shallower, or wider and shorter than the others. But then I went onto Amazon after that one filled up pretty quickly and found these. So it's a set of 4. That one is full, but it's just a typical breast milk storage container. It's a little thinner than I would have liked. When I measured the bags against the measurements on the website, it said they should fit, and they technically do fit in between. So it's just a little different. But yeah, so I have the other 2 up underneath there, and as I need them, I will continue to space them out. But yes, so that was a piece I bought out of a need of okay. I found a need I have for an organizational piece. I'm going to go with that. So I'm going to continue to, as I declutter my house, find the needs I have, shop my home first, and then purchase after that. Another good example is actually upstairs in my master bathroom. I'm not going to go up there right now because both the girls are asleep in our room, and I don't want to wake either of them up. But I promise I'll make a post about it or show it in a later video. we needed more storage space in our bathroom, in the master bathroom, because there's the vanity up there is just like a stand vanity. It has no drawers, no counter space, and we needed something with drawers. So we actually had a 3-drawer like mini dresser in the basement that we weren't using for anything. And instead of going out and buying some fancy bathroom organizer, we just moved that dresser up from the basement. And I had not finished unpacking our bathroom stuff and moving it out of boxes. Literally, we've been keeping it in boxes for a year because we had nowhere to put it in that bathroom. So that will be another project for another video, but unpacking it into those drawers, and I'm sure I will find need for drawer organizers once I do that. But yeah, that's just an example of it goes with our current bathroom decor, and we already had it, so we didn't have to spend any extra money. I'll spend a little money on buying like drawer organizers, but that's a lot cheaper than buying a whole new piece. So just think about that first when you're decluttering, when you're cleaning and organizing. Just shop your home first. Use what you have. I know it's more fun to go out and buy all the pretty new fun stuff you're seeing on everyone's Instagram, but you don't need an Instagram-worthy home to have fun. So, all right, I know I've been rattling on for a bit about all this stuff. Let's get to the meat of the video. Let's get to organizing. Under the sink, about to reveal another big skeleton in my house. And we'll talk a little bit more about why it's so cluttered down there and what we're doing today to declutter it. So here's the big reveal. It's a mess. There's a lot in here. Camera doesn't even do it justice. It goes like all the way back to the back. So many bottles and different just cleaners and things that aren't in here. This is the main reason I did not want to do this when the kids were awake. I keep baby gates in the kitchen, keep everything under lock and key in the kitchen because these are chemicals. I don't have a cabinet relatively easily put them in that's higher in this house. I did in our last house, so I did keep them up above ground level, but Bruce is just where he doesn't touch the stuff without permission, but Libby is 2 years old and she is all the way in the juice right now, opening everything, pulling everything out, and it's just, and Cassandra's probably gonna start crawling soon, and she's pushing up on hands and knees, so definitely need to keep the child-proofing number one, and this is part of that, is not doing this video when the kids are awake. So there is a lot here. First thing I'm going to be doing is going through and checking expiration dates. We're seeing how old these things are. Some of this stuff was already here when we moved in. It was stuff I randomly left here. And I have been able to use some of that, but some of it I haven't even looked at because it's been so long. And when we moved in, I just took the box that had been in our chemical cabinet in our last home and just put everything in here and forgot about it. So we are going to be going through this. And it's like eliminating the stuff that's anything that's expired, eliminating anything that I just know I'm not going to use. I am very picky when it comes to my cleaners in general, about being like kid-safe cleaners, things like that. I use a lot of Mrs. Meyer's, and I also use a lot of Method. I have several bottles of Method cleaners for various different purposes. That color they're in here. But those like more family-friendly cleaners, I know if kids get a hold of, they're going to necessarily poison themselves. Obviously, no chemical is good for the kids to get their hands on. But anyway, my point is, I'm specific with things I choose to clean my house with. I don't want to add toxins into the general atmosphere. And, excuse me. So we're going to be decluttering what we're not going to, what's too old, and what we're not going to use. And some of this stuff, like bleach, for example, we're going to be relocating to the laundry room. I don't even really know why we have low splash bleach in the kitchen. So let's actually start with that. That's our first step. That has to go to the laundry room. That is our relocation. So a brief reminder about the categories I use when I declutter is stuff that is in the right spot. Stuff that we are going to use, but is not in the right spot. It's to be rehomed, and then stuff we're getting rid of. Now, normally, stuff we're getting rid of gets split into stuff we're throwing away and stuff we're donating. Here, obviously, I'm just throwing it away, unless it's it's cleaners. I'm just throwing it away if we're not going to keep it. So, yeah, stuff we're keeping that is in the right place, which is probably a good amount of this stuff. Stuff that we're throwing away, and then stuff that needs to be relocated. So, I'm going to go grab a fresh trash bag, and let's get started. stood up to go get a trash bag and realized, you know what? For once, I'm in the place where the trash bags already are. I don't have to go get the trash bag. Alright. So, let's take a look at this. First thing, I bought this very recently, so I'm definitely keeping it. Stainless steel cleaner. I used the wipes for a while, but they just got dried out so quickly, so I decided to try the spray this time. Definitely hold on to that. As far as this Pledge goes, we have 3 cans of this Pledge. I guess it's just the polish. Okay, shines and protects wood. It's wood polish. 3 cans. So when we moved in, we were given by a friend a few, I think they came from Sam's Club sized things to help with the house. So this was one of them. There's 3 cans of Pledge. I usually don't use Pledge to clean, but I am not going to get rid of this because Anthony does. Like, this is his go-to cleaner. It's always what he used in before, when he lived by himself. I mean, not as a cleaner, but I mean as a polish. But we have a lot of wood furniture, so it will come in handy. And this, so I used this refrigerator cleaner. This is one of the things that was left here in one of my previous videos. It's okay, but it really didn't do the job like the stainless steel cleaner did, and yeah, there's not much of it left. I actually don't know if cleaners have expiration dates on them. I'm thinking about it. I don't see one, but I know it's been here for at least a year, so I think I don't foresee myself using it. So I'm gonna go ahead and toss that. Okay. So there's one other thing. Yeah. These are cleaners and protectors for shoes. These are something Nina actually uses for a pair of white sneakers she has and other shoes. So these are definitely things we use. And then this, I've got a lot of starch. Some of this stuff, the starch, I so rarely actually use starch. And this one I can tell. This one is empty, so I'm not gonna have to really worry with that one. I use starch sometimes, but generally if I have clothing that needs starch, I send it to the dry cleaners. We've got Scotch Guard, fabric and upholstery protector. Okay, so I think I'll probably keep one of each. We'll have the clothing one in case we need it. This is one of those things I'm holding on to just to kind of see if I use it, and if I don't, I'll throw it out in a few months. And I'll keep this one as well for fabric, just general like upholstery, and get rid of the other ones. Lysol fabric, this is something I use frequently to make sure I keep my kids safe and germ-free, especially when we've been sick. This is like the Lysol brand lavender scent. It is great for furniture disinfecting. I use it all the time when we're sick, and probably about once, twice a month when we're not. Alright. This was another thing that our friends who'd given us a bunch of stuff. It was like a 4-pack of disinfecting wipes from Sam's Club, and I use them. I think I currently have one in each bathroom, and then extras in here. I think that's the only other spare we had. It was a 4-pack, so yeah, I think that's what it was. Same with the scrubbing bubbles. Bathroom grime fighter. I do use this to clean the bathrooms, and in fact, I think I have 1 can in the bathroom down here. I don't have one in our upstairs bathroom because I still had some. Yeah, I have one in our upstairs bathroom right now, so we still have like all 3 of these. These definitely will get used. So, I mean, I love when you get those like box store discounts on items you use frequently. And these are items we don't use as frequently, but I just still appreciate it. For example, we shop at BJ's. We've had Costco in the past, but we find that BJ's actually fits our needs better. We got this recently there, because this is currently the dish soap I'm using. For a while, I was just using the Myers soaps, but then I came to one of the commercials for this Dawn stuff, and Dawn Platinum, and oh my goodness, it does make scrubbing so much easier when you're trying to get stuff off. So I definitely do like that, even though it's not one of my preferred brands. These are refills for a dish cleaning one. We don't have this dish cleaning one. There might be one in here somewhere. think we have a couple sets of refills for it. I'll see. It's our old. We don't have one out here. We might have one in here somewhere. So I'm gonna hold on to that until we know. Gaps and cracks. Okay, this I know. I don't have to ask Anthony about this. I'm not gonna throw it away straight away. I think it's like moldy or something. Something for. Yeah, it's like filler for gaps up to 1 inch. Helps reduce drafts. It's like a foam filler. This was definitely something our landlord had here. Ask Anthony about that before I do anything with it. Scrubbing bubbles, toilet cleaner, great stuff. I usually go for the Clorox ones, but I think this was also one of our friends' gifts. So I don't use this normally. In fact, this should be in a bathroom, so I'm gonna put this in our relocation pile. Because I normally just use the Clorox ones. We just dispose of the head. We do have a traditional toilet brush also, just as a backup. Okay, so this is the Walmart brand disinfectant spray. This can is basically empty. It sounds like it's about up there right now with like the weight and the sound of the liquid. So we're just going to toss that because that's pretty much empty. Febreze Fabric Renew. I use this sometimes. This is the spring scent. Just if like, I don't know, the house just needs a freshen up. It's not part of my regular cleaning routine, but if I just feel like I want to smell something fresh and floral, I will just spritz a little bit of this on like our couches and furniture. Floor scrubber brush, definitely use that. Okay, now I'm definitely starting to think there is some sort of wand in here. These are more scrubby pads for a wand. Alright, we have duster refills for the duster. The Swiffer duster, but this is like the Great Value brand. Of the ones I do have, I think I have 2 duster wands. I love those. Oh, yeah, and more, a different brand. This one definitely our landlord left. We both use the same wand, which is why I ended up with 2. Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. If you are a parent, quick tip, if you are a parent and you need your kid to clean a spot off the walls they made, these are amazing for that. Like, it makes so much, like one time Bruce went crazy with a crayon in his room. This is like so much easier. We didn't have to scrub super hard. He was at 4 years old. He was almost 5 at the time. Was able to get all of the crayon back off. It's great for kids who want help clean. It's awesome. So, good little mom fact, parent fact. Okay, so these are cloths for, Grind Boss dusting cloths. For hand dusting or leading brand sweeper. So there is, I don't know which one of this. We do have a Swiffer sweeper in this house. Our landlord, it was belonged to our landlord. I don't generally use it, but sometimes when Bruce wants to help clean, I'll let him use that, because you don't have to use a dustpan with that. So I probably will hold on to it for that matter. We don't use it very often, but I will hold on to that because it helps him clean. So yeah, some of my cleaning things I keep. I don't personally use them, but they're help. You know, when Bruce wants to help, I don't want to discourage him. He is such a sweet little mama's helper, and I really don't want to discourage him from helping. So I keep things on hand that are easier for him to use. Okay, drain cleaner, fun, and drain snakes. You never know when you'll need one, so always hold on to them. That's just one of those things I keep around. Fresh Pet. Oh, there's not much left in this box. Vacuum booster. This is one of those cleaning items I don't really use because the scent of it is really overpowering to me. But Anthony loves the stuff. He's just vacuuming the carpet real quick. So I'll keep that in his pile for his cleaning supplies. He loves using it, so I let him use it whenever he's cleaning. Okay, that is one really funky looking scrubber that definitely was here, has been here under the sink for a year. So bye. Alright, what is this? Foaming bathroom cleaner. Okay. This is one of those things where I feel bad saying I want to throw it out, but I know I'm never going to use it. I've already got so much scrubbing bubbles, but this thing is full. It's also over a year old, so I really don't want to kind of like ask someone else if they want to use it. I don't want to be wasteful. This is where the pull is. It's like, am I being wasteful by getting rid of it? But the reality is it's just going to sit under here for another year. I'm not going to use it. I know that. So it's not serving me by staying in my house. And for that reason, I'm getting rid of it. I know it's easy, I'm sure you do too, to fall into that guilt about getting rid of something that seems perfectly useful. But if it's not serving you and it's just taking up physical space and mental space, get out of your home. Your stuff is there to serve you. You're not there to serve your stuff. So don't feel bad about it. Just get rid of it if it's not something that. Another little tip. All right. Oh my goodness, I didn't even realize we had these. Oh my goodness, scrub cloths. Okay, awesome. Another great thing they're basically disposable cleaning cloths. Definitely will use those. Would have used them already if I knew they were there. The reason why we needed to get this done. Alright, so here we have, okay, well that one's a used disposable cloth, so we're going to dispose of it. A few trash bags. We'll put that in with our trash bags. That will definitely get used. Is this a cleaning mitt? Some sort of drawstring bag? I don't even know what that is. It's like made of like cleaning fabric, but it's a bag. I don't know. Just gonna, if it's something I don't know, I'm not gonna use it. So we're just gonna part ways. Swiffer super, oh, more sweeper. More Swiffer sweepers. So hold on to those. Hopefully now that I know that they're all there, I'll keep them more towards the front and they'll get used quickly and out of the way and done. Oh my goodness, there's so much. This I should have known I had. I bought this myself. This is a Grove Collaborative scrubber brush. It has interchangeable pieces, if I remember how to interchange them. Interchangeable. This is like a sponge piece, and there's a couple other pieces. I'm going to throw away the sponge. That's really gross and old and dried out. But I'll find the other pieces, definitely keeping this invested money in it. So, and just because you invested money in something does not mean you have to keep it, but I know I will use this now that I've relocated it. All right, one of my cleaning gloves and a cleaning cloth, which desperately needs to be washed. All right, oh my goodness, these look like something from the dishwasher. I will send a text, I suppose. I'll see if I figure out what they do. If not, send a text to the landlord. I don't want to throw out anything that goes to one of the devices without asking first. So we'll just put that down there. We'll put it back under here for now. A sponge holder. I have like 3 of these. I have my own and then a couple that came with the house. I haven't used this one, I think, because I think it's filthy, but also the suction cups don't work really well, so we're going to pop that. Okay, a whole pile of sponges I wasn't aware that we had. Good to know. Sponges are always useful. Oh my goodness. I'm glad this is almost empty. It is my lemon verbena cream cleanser. It's what I used to clean the glass stovetop at our last house. I don't even know why I brought it with me. I knew when we moved in here, we didn't have a glass stove. So I'm glad it's almost empty, so I don't feel bad about tossing it out. Then a random disposable glove. Spick and span, more cleaning wipes. Always useful. Oh my goodness, a lot of sweeper pads. Hopefully we'll use through these quickly, so. But we don't. Oh my goodness. A travel size Honest shampoo and baby wash, and I can feel from the weight of it there's not much in here, so we're just going to get rid of that. What are these? Zipper pack. Okay, I guess it goes open. Okay. Oh, okay. I didn't know we had more of these. These would go around our kitchen faucet. I guess they're replacement ones. Yay, because the mini hair is getting grimy. Definitely will use those. They go around the faucet up there. And he's got a couple of them in here, not just this one. Oh, I really do feel bad. We've lived here over a year and I haven't done this. Clearly, I'm finding things I didn't even know we had. Another cleaning cloth. Good to know. No. Oops. Okay. Oh. Alright, so these are cleaning gloves, but they were not mine. Oh, sorry. to keep repositioning my legs. Don't have joints that are 20 years old anymore. Never wore mine, so not even gonna risk it. Another really dirty disposable cleaning cloth. Let's get rid of that. Pledge Grab It mitts, but the box is empty, so tossing that. Another, because this is not a disposable one, this can be washed. Alright, so we'll clean it off, we'll get that washed. Okay. I knew I still had this. I was pretty certain I had brought it. Borax. Have not bought it recently because I was pretty certain I had a box somewhere. I wanted to get this to do, and this will be a future video, I wanted to try laundry stripping. If you have tried it and you know, or you have any good experiences with it, let me know in the comments below. I've seen several of the influencers I usually watch use it successfully. So yeah, I'm definitely excited to try it. So that's what I originally bought the borax for and just have not done it yet. So let's make sure. I've had this for a minute. Alright, awesome. Glad I got that. Alright, what else do we have in here? Oh, this is more of Nina's stuff for her shoes. It's a leather thing. This girl, I'm like her too. I love shoes, but she actually takes care of her shoes, so good for her. Or her shoe cleaning stuff. Okay, so this floor cleaner, basically Pine Sol, but the dollar store version. I got this to use with my, I can't remember the brand of it, but it's a mop I have. I still have it. It just has, it's not a steam mop, it is a pad mop, a reusable pad mop. I got it at Walmart, but I got this to put in the solution. See, we do use it. I don't personally use that mop very often anymore, but Bruce does when he helps me clean. That's the mop he uses. I really do not trust him with my steam mop. That was not cheap. So I will hold on to that for that purpose. And my other cleaning glove. I think these came from Grove, if I remember correctly. Anyway, love them. They're great. Fantastic. Alright, so we have dishwasher pods. Cascade. Yes, onto my Method cleaners. So I have my Method bathroom cleaner. I have so many bathroom cleaners now. It's crazy. But I love this one. It's got a eucalyptus mint smell, so it is so good. But this does need to be in a bathroom. I probably should take it upstairs to my bathroom. I'll keep using the scrubbing bubbles down here. But yeah, I do love this. So I love the scent of it. Never regretted getting it. Daily shower spray, also eucalyptus mint. I will say I have never actually used it daily. I use it more as a freshener, when I remember to. I'll put it that way. I don't have any particular habit. But this one I might actually use more in the kids' bathroom than our bathroom, just because way more people bathe in that bathroom. And up upstairs in our bathroom, it's just Anthony and I, but down here it's all the kids. And it's the only bathtub in our house, so if I ever feel like taking a bath, I have to take it in the kids' bathroom. The master just has a shower, so. Okay, this stuff, if you don't keep Goo Gone in your house, I can tell you, it is a godsend. I remember my dad used this all the time when I was growing up to get stains out and get goop off, and I have never not had a bottle of it. It's great stuff. Alright, what more do we have in here? Okay, the home store, so the cheap version of scrubbing bubbles. I have so much scrubbing bubbles and other bathroom cleaners. This is probably about halfway full, but I know because I have all that other stuff and also my resistance to generally the basic Dollar Tree level stuff, I'm going to just throw this out because it's not going to get used, just being honest. That's half of under the sink cleared out. Alright, so this stuff that's in the front we generally do use. Cascade Rinse Aid to go with the dishwasher soap. This is another something I love trying. I got it from Grove. It's the Caldrea Counter Spray Neroli, sea salt Neroli. I do like it, but it doesn't feel like to me that it cleans very well. It's more like a scent aid. I'm trying to camera a little bit so you can see me better. I feel like I'm in the very corner of my frame right now. I've switched sides of the cabinet. More of just a scent aid. So I love the smell, but I am just going to finish this bottle and then I'm not going to buy another one just for purposes of, it just doesn't really serve me well. Alright, so this is one of those things where I am not going to use it, but I am going to make an effort to rehome it. It is not that old. It's Mrs. Meyer's Clean Day. It's a multi-surface concentrate, so you just add a little bit of it to some water, and that's great. But I personally, and I love Meyer's, but I don't like the lavender scent. I got it at a church service project. We were cleaning a local, like, it's philanthropy work, you know, community service. We were cleaning a center, and I got given this to take home. I was leading the project, and so I got to take this home, but I had never used it since I brought it home, and I know I'm not going to. But at the same time, it's Meyer's. I know a lot of other women who like to use Meyer's, so I'm going to see if I can rehome it with someone who actually likes the lavender scent. Alright, and this is more of Nina's shoe cleaner polisher things, keeping her shoes in good shape. This one I might get again. So this is also the Caldrea Sea Salt Neroli scent. It is the room spray, and the Sea Salt Neroli, I love the scent. It smells like the beach. Like it literally just smells like you're at the beach. So it's more of a summery scent, but I do use this. I love it. I will probably be getting more of that. We'll see. This is my current multi-surface cleaner. Yes, it's a Christmas scent. I'm still using the gingerbread, but you know, we don't always use things as quick as we'd like. So, and it's okay. It's okay to use winter scents in spring or fall scents in summer, whatever you like. And this one is really good. I love the gingerbread scent. Everybody, you know, I have not heard a single complaint from my family about it. Once I tried the Meyer's Fresh Cut Grass scent, I personally loved it. It smelled like it was being outside in the sunshine, but Anthony asked me to stop using it because he just didn't like it. So I might get it in like a room spray where it just dissipates very quickly, but I'm not going to get the multi-surface cleaner. I do try to keep my family in thoughts. This is the 7th generation free and clear multi-surface cleaner. It's pretty much empty. If you watched my video on cleaning my gas stove top, that was basically the last video I was going to use this. I was struggling with the squirter to get the stuff out. There's still a little in there, so it was great. It worked well, but we're done with that. I'm getting rid of it. This. So I have made a previous video using this stuff, Murphy's Wood Oil. The only complaint I have about it is the smell. It smells like citronella, but it is the best thing for cleaning my wood dining table. I'm currently in a space where I can't, a place in my time where I can't use a tablecloth because Libby is she just rips it right off, and it doesn't matter if it has tablecloth clips on it, she rips it right off. Does not get past her. She's definitely in the twos. And after she gets out, Cassandra's going to be, and the tablecloth clips never worked with Bruce either, so I don't think they'll work with any of my kids. So I'm just at a point where I just need to make sure I keep my wood table clean. So this is what I use for that. Alright, so window cleaners. Oh, more sponges. So more sponges. This is the ones I normally buy. Heavy duty. A couple different things of window cleaner. This, of course, is my glass cleaner favorite method. Glass cleaner. This one is another cheap brand. It was already here. And I know from my already habits that I just go for this one when I'm cleaning mirrors or glass. I'm not going to use this one, so we're just going to make that. And it's really old, so I think that will go away. So the steel wool soap pads, another thing I use to clean my stove. Definitely will use. Oh, hand sanitizer. So soapbox hand sanitizer. I forget when we got these. We got like 4 or 5 bottles of them of this at the same time. I like the brand. I've used the soapbox shampoo and conditioner before too because it's color safe. But yeah, so we've just slowly been making our way. I think we might be down to just 1 bottle there. Oh no, there's one other bottle in here. So 2 bottles left out of 5. That's great. here's another piece. This one's also dirty. So, but to my Grove, the brush, another piece to it. It's also a sponge, but it's a very dirty sponge. So we're going to throw the sponge part away. And this is the scrubber brush part. I've never actually opened it. It's still in its original packaging. But I need to get some other pieces for that. Alright, Tilex. Clorox plus Tilex mold and mildew. I used to use this to clean my backsplash and tiles in the bathroom. And then I need a deep clean. Oh my goodness. Finally found them. Doorknob covers. Just ordered some on our grocery order. Might have to return them. We'll see how many more we need, but we've just come across the need for having doorknob covers again because Libby's at that age. She's figured out how to open doors. Glad I found that. Definitely will be using them. Toothbrush. Oh my goodness, I've never opened it. This is sometimes for cleaning purposes. Mom hack. My mom taught me use a soft bristle toothbrush to for fine cleaning on things. Route between tiles is a good example. My mom always kept one in the kitchen, so I think this was a freebie from somewhere, and it's been under here. I know when we moved, I threw that one away. Yeah, so that's why we have a random toothbrush under our kitchen sink. Okay, oh my goodness, TerraFlex Spot Shop Carpet Stain Remover. I've never used this one. Definitely know this was something that was left. Not sure I trust it because I don't know the brand and it's probably crazy old. So we're just gonna part ways with that one. So this is something I did buy. I have used Easy Off. And I do know random sticky stuff stuck to it. I now know that there is another one that comes in a blue can that is fume free. Did not know that when I purchased this one. I've been trying to use through it. There's not much left in it. I think enough said I'm going to dispose of it and just get the blue can to clean my oven from now on. Without the fumes. I hate having to have, obviously have the windows open anyway, but just the intense fume smell whenever I'm cleaning the oven. Alright, so this carpet cleaner, this other carpet cleaner. First I thought it was red, so I thought it was like that one you get from the store, but it's a different brand. Alright, so this one doesn't even look like it's open. Don't really know how old it is. I'm going to put that with the Myers and try to maybe see if anyone needs a good carpet clean spot remover. It's just not my preferred brand. Right? That's one of those things I'm specific about. Alright, so Corona Extra. So this is a fun little leftover from restaurant days. This is a prime example of shop your home first. Use what you have. So back when I was a restaurant manager, sometimes, especially in restaurants where there were bars, this one I think came from when I was on the border. Sometimes the bar reps would leave things for the employees, gifts, things like that. But that's where this came from. It was from a Corona rep. I keep this under my kitchen sink to put all my dirty cleaning towels in, and then once a week I'll just pull it out, run up one big load of cleaning towels. I have a bin like this, a different one. It's a Grove bin. I keep it at the bathroom for when I'm cleaning the bathrooms, and I'll just take them all at once and just wash them all together in one big load. And so it's just cleaning cloths I'm washing when I do that. That's what that is for. Okay, this is cleaning vinegar, but it is a 100% empty bottle. What's in there was way in the back. This is empty. Okay, almost done. Okay, Ajax with bleach. I'm not against Ajax. It's not my favorite cleaner, but this contains bleach, and I have absolutely no clue how old this one is. So I'm just going to tie it up in a separate bag. Or I think I have my bag in here. I have it in here. Target bag. Here it is. Tie that up so it doesn't spill out, but I'm definitely just getting rid of that. Don't trust it at all. Oh, I got up in that throat. I try not to do too much that involves bleach in the bath, especially the kids' bathroom. I don't like the idea of kids and bleach. And, yeah. Okay. Oh my goodness, another thing I didn't know we had. Leaves No Streak Sparkle Glass Cleaner. Okay, no clue what, where this came from. It feels like a full jug too. I know once again, because I like Method Glass Cleaner best, I'm not going to use this, but I might try to rehome it because it is full. I don't know how. I'm going to research some of these things before I just try and rehome them because I don't know how glass cleaner stays, if it's still good after a year. That's all entirely on me for not going through this sink sooner, but that's life. Another thing I didn't know we had under here. So, cascade complete. Go ahead and use the same one. So I generally use the pods, but I'll do a little research and see if this is something that can be used after it's been under here for so long. But if it is, I definitely will. So I'll hold on to that, at least for now, until I can research that. Oh, God, I love the mystery. This reusable squirt thing. We're going to actually just turn that to closed with the mystery liquid. No idea what that is. Definitely getting rid of that. Okay. More trash bags. Definitely going to be running out of trash bags anytime soon. Alright. This looks like a replacement sink drain. Just going to put that in the back. Alright. Oh, these probably need to use baby proofing. These are outlet covers. That with the baby proofing. Most of the outlets on this floor, I think, have outlet covers in them. But definitely probably need to just double check, make sure. Random cloth. Don't recognize it. Not holding on to that. Oh, no. Okay. Glue traps. I'm assuming for rodents and bugs. I have never known that we've had a rodent problem in this house. And even if we did, I am personally opposed to glue traps. Just mainly from an experience I had when I was a restaurant manager. It's really for me. I have such a heart for animals. The company that we had that controlled the pests used glue traps, and there was one point where I came in and there was a mouse stuck on one, and I was just I was like 21, 22 something, my first restaurant manager job, and I had to dispose of this thing. I did not have the heart to kill it, and I can't. I had an employee deal with it. It was one of our dishwashers. He was a good deal older than me, but he just laughed at me. I was just such a young kid. I didn't. No, I don't like glue traps. Some other trap perhaps, but not glue traps. My heart just went out to the poor little thing trapped on it. More outlet covers probably spilled out of the bag. Anyway, random. All of our trash bags now. There are lots in here. There's lots of trash bags. A fly swatter. Lovely. Zip ties. I'm just going to put these, we do use zip ties. I have a whole bunch of them down in the basement, so I'm going to put those in the relocation pile to go to the basement. Another outlet cover. And this, we typically use the Cascade for a dishwasher, but these are finish pods. Basically use these if we run out of those and just forget to restock. So we are slowly working our way through these also. I'm going to keep those. And that looks like it is about it for under the sink. Alright. Oh, there's used cloth. So, not bad. There's definitely some staining on the white here, so I'm going to wipe this out, clean it up a bit. On the liner, piece of my own hair, make my shoulder itch. And then we're just going to put everything back that we're keeping, throw out the trash, relocate the stuff that needs relocating, and go from there. So I'm going to probably speed this up a minute for this process and put on some music. Let you guys just tag along. I hope you've been taking care of some stuff in your home with me. So let's keep going. We're almost done. Home stretch.
voice is just a call away. You don't have to be afraid. You don't have to be afraid. I'll keep you safe all night and day. I'll be where you wanna be. Yes, I'll be where you wanna be. I'll be your rock, I'll be your man. Just like from where it all began. You're more than everything. You're more than everything to me. Make me a promise, tell me you love me, and that you'll never shut me out. To me you're a goddess, baby, let me show you what I'm about. Call me your lover, call me whatever.
So there's still a lot under here, but it is so much better organized and looking so much better. I've all like the things we have multiples of here, all the brushes and claws and things over here, and boxes back there look a little cluttered, but hopefully we'll use through those quickly. Those are like the Swiffer things. And then, yeah, over here I think I'm down to just, yay, I'm down to one multi-surface cleaner. So awesome, I won't feel so bad about getting a new one to use pretty soon when that one's done. And then, so beyond those items, we have just a small pile of things to try to rehome, and a small pile of things that need to go elsewhere. And yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take care of those last few things, rehoming and putting those other 3 things in a place where I know where to get. I'm gonna be rehoming them. But I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining me in this journey. I hope you're able to get something accomplished. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed. Like this video if it brought you some inspiration or you liked anything particular in it. And if you're new, don't forget to say hi in the comments. We'll see you on the next one. Love you guys. Bye.